Did a video about a guy in London yesterday fined £1,000 for putting his bins out a couple of hours early because he was going on holiday. £1,000. Turns out, actually, off the back of that, it's quite a thing. So much so that more and more stories are coming out about how many people have been fined for what could be a term dubbed as busybody type fines. Yeah, there are fines like the £1,000 that I mentioned there, but lots of other people have been fined for putting their bins out. But it's stuff like a pensioner being fined 100 odd quid for feeding ducks. And then you look a little bit further and you realise that these busybody type fines, they are prolific. In fact, have you been subject to it? If you have, what was your experience? Interested to know why, because it's hilarious in most cases. And what's it really down to? Well, I think people are really starting to figure it out and uncover what this is really about. Easy targets. Yeah, that's what the fundamental principle of life is bullying. Yeah, if you allow yourself to be bullied and you demonstrate that you are one of the weakest categories, then guess what comes along? Bullies come along and they take advantage of that. And it's the basic principle of life. And it's like these busybody type fines. That's what they're doing. They're pinpointing, they're bullying, they're picking on easy targets. Yeah, because the other stuff, like the antisocial type stuff, oh, there's been a mugging over there. Oh, he's running away. It's a bit hard, isn't it? Bit out of breath. Yeah. I'll just nip for me lunch. He's gone now. He's gone. Nothing we can do about it. We might check on that. Might check on that later. Hang on a minute. You just dropped something there. It's a fine for you. You're not running. Now, I hate people who litter. I think they're absolute scum. Don't get me wrong. However, again, it's stuff like the littering, stuff like the putting the bins out, stuff like being fined for feeding ducks. You kind of get a sense that it's picking on the weak rather than tackling something that might be a little bit more relevant. But just because it's a bit more difficult, they don't bother with it. Ta-ta.